today, what we're going to be talking about is it better to be an entrepreneur in Zimbabwe or to be formally employed outside the country?
I am a fan of functionality. I am a fan of things that make sense. So off the bat, I'm going to say it's better to be formally employed outside of Zimbabwe. It's coming from a place where I've compared myself with my counterparts out there, where they are, how they're, progressing in their careers, and where I am being employed formally in Zim, and there's such a big gap. So I think they're way better off than I am right now.
What I think is everyone is different. We're all built differently. Someone can like music more than they like math or English. So I don't think there's a quick answer to any of these questions. It's on a person by person basis. Personally, I found entrepreneurship in Zimbabwe really, really tough, especially for someone who's starting off, because you don't really have a lot of help. The financial institutions are not really going to assist you with large amounts. They're not going to be readily available to guide you through it, unlike in other countries. So it is really difficult in Zim. The reason why certain people would like the entrepreneurship route in Zim, I think, is a thin line between madness and realizing that this is home.
Right.
And each step, no matter how small it is, whether you're buying a new shoe or you're putting up a tree, it's ours and it's going to be there. So in 10, 20 years, the small steps you're making today are going to be there. When you're doing them outside, hey, if someone wakes up like the president of America right now and says, I don't want this person to be there, you're out. And most of the moves you made for the last years are literally gone.
Basically, our culture of doing things in the country is very, it's like very close, like almost close-minded. We're just used to the same thing. So when you come with a different business idea, it's hard. And to even have that patience to be like, oh no, I'll just see it through. Like what you're saying now, I've got 10 years, like, okay, so where's it going? What am I getting back? Because in the end, you put in so much and you're like, when am I going to see the results?
I don't know, with me, I prefer entrepreneurship, because a lot of industry is still developing, so it gives me a chance to grow with it. And things in Zim aren't the best, we can all admit that. But at some point, things will change. And I know we've been saying that for years. I quit my job formally last year. I was working formally for 2 years in marketing management, which I studied for. And then I told myself, I'm not having fun. I was going to work every day. Yes, your friends who sit at home, and they're like, we're so jealous, you're going to work. But I'll get home every day and ask myself, am I happy? Ask myself, did I do the right degree? Why did I come back? And everyone asks themselves, why did I come back? But Zim is home for me, Like you were saying, you can do stuff out there, but if they say leave, you're leaving it there. But I know what I'm doing here, I'm doing for myself, I'm doing for my kids, if I have kids in the future, I'm doing for my parents, I can see it.
Is entrepreneurship the first thing that you want to go into without a certain foundation? Right? Don't you want to have a strong foundation first, maybe a formal employment, right? Or some sort
of money to back you up, maybe?
Right? So that you can have a track record to get a loan from financial institution.
Because I think the fear is there that sometimes people end up settling. So you say, I'm going to do it for a few years, then 20 years down the line, you're like, how did I end up here?
Personally, for me, I'm going to say that, coming back home, I was like, I really want to try and work in Zim because all through uni I worked. This is something that no one knew until I got back because I was like, I'm just trying to make my own money, and like my parents were saving that one. But, I was making my own money and it felt so good. And, it was such basic jobs. Like, I think there was one where I used to work with a team building thing. So you're basically like a coach, like those camps that you used to go to. And those were companies. So you only work for like 2 hours. And then on Monday you get that text, money too. And it's like, I worked 2 hours. And that was I made more money in 2 hours than I did when I worked here for a month. Like in my first job when I got back. And I think like what you're saying, the comparison factor. Like I was actually angry at myself, like, why did I come back? And people also ask as well, like, why didn't you just stay? I'm like, actually, it's not that easy. You guys realize that it's not that easy.
Laws and
To get a job, to get a permit. And I think that admin as well is what made me come back home. But I'm not even going to lie, I regret it so bad.
I've never had that option to kind of think, oh, maybe I want to try my own thing, which I really respect from, people that are entrepreneurial and stuff. So maybe that's also why I'm a little bit strong about people out there making it more, because I can relate better when it comes to my plan and my mindset. But I think had I had that, okay, maybe I want to try this or give myself room, perhaps I think this place definitely does open a lot more doors than I would have been able to get there. But
not everyone is meant to be an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be clear, maybe 10% of the world market is entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Everyone else wants get a job, get a paycheck, pay my bills,
done.
like
Yeah.
raise my kids,
Yeah.
like basics. Right?
Yeah.
Most of my mom's like that.
Mm.
I'm like, Mom, why don't you like start a business? Do this. She's like, why should you invest? I'm like, So it's not a blanket statement for everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
So, do you want formal growth?
Yeah.
So
I think I also agree with you because I look at my parents and I'm like, you guys could do this or that, but they've been in formal employment and maybe they just got used to it, but their lives have grown within that formal employment. And I think, there's times when you've spoken about it, like my dad's like, oh, I want to try this, Forget about it for months, come back like, family business. Forget about it again because I think they're just so used to it. And like what you're saying, some people, not everyone is built to do it. And sometimes I think the worst choice is when you force yourself to get into that field where you're not built. Okay, not maybe worst choice, but when you put yourself in that field, but you're not really built for it.
I see a lot of people who are also built as entrepreneurs who are in formal employment. That will also kill you.
Okay, yes, yeah.
Because at the same time, you, as an entrepreneur, you know that you're supposed to be creating something.
Yes.
Whether it is in the arts department, banking, finance, whatever, what you're supposed to be creating something. When you are in formal employment, most companies in Zimbabwe limit your creativity because you've got a set rules, set routine.
Yeah.
If you're not in by 8 o'clock and out by 5 o'clock, you're done.
So you did anything or not?
As an entrepreneur, you can wake up 4 p.m. and work till 4 a.m. And that's you, but you're creating something. So that being said, I feel a lot of entrepreneurs in Zim are stuck in jobs. A lot of people who are meant to be employees are stuck as entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So that also needs to be fixed. Somehow we have to identify at earlier stages who's meant to be what.
Yeah.
With me, I think the environment forced me into it.
Yeah.
Where if you'd asked me 5 years ago, would you ever do your own thing? I would
You would
never.
not have done it.
Because I had a plan that I want to graduate, I want to get a job, like you're saying, something stable, where the paycheck. Then I realized that no, I can't. So Zim sometimes forces you into that, and it's unfair because not everyone, like you're saying, can be an entrepreneur. I can try to be, but if it's not in me, it's not.
Grade 2, man. My dad used to sell stationery. So I went and asked for a box of pencils. So I went with to school with the box. So the kid next to me asked me for a pencil. I'm like, Jack, bro. Like, why am I giving you a pencil? For free. So this dude is like, okay, I'll buy it off you. I'm like, how much are they selling at the tuck shop? He says 50 cents. I was like, okay, I'll sell it to you for 20 cents. He buys, he tells the next person comes to buy from me. After about a few days, everyone is buying.
You're the plan.
And my dad was actually called to school by the head because I was putting the school tuck shop out of business. You're going to fail, and the company you're working for may also fail, and you will fail with it as well. So, if it is your thing to be an entrepreneur, fear should not be the thing that stops you. The only thing that should stop you is maybe you're working towards it, you've got a target, you're not there yet, and you're working towards it.
I think with entrepreneurship, it has to be a calculated risk. It can be a passion, it can be what you want to do, but it has to make financial sense. Okay? Cool. So if you want to do something, all right, make sure that you buy a plan. If this fails, your kids and your wife and your family can't be the first. That can't be the fallback. Right? Make sure you're kind of saving, even your idea has to make financial sense. So don't do it by yourself. Do it with 5 people. Share the cost among you. Share the risk.
But even with that, there's no guarantee, guys. I'm
That's
sorry.
safety net.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this at you actually.
Yeah.
As somebody who is good at you see, sorry, I'm gonna be a little bit emotional because I feel like this is such a you're coming from a place of luxury. You can almost dream up how fantastic being an entrepreneur could be because you're not in it. You haven't had to, have it as your last option. But anyway, the question would be, see, if somebody was to be like, look, you can make the same kind of money you're making right now, but to go to Zimbabwe and do this new sort of entrepreneurial task or whatever it is that you might want to do, that you like. Would you do that?
Yeah.
No, what? No, you.
For my passion, yeah. Because
You would risk all that security.
For me, my plan is not to stay in England for the rest of my life. Right? That's not like my comfort zone.
Right.
I want to come back to Africa, the entire country.
For why?
Because that's home. You want to I'm son of African soil.
Is home gonna feed your children?
Yes, it will. It'll feed me more than England will. It'll feed me 10 times more than England will. Because in England, I can get a job.
Yeah.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the opportunity, definitely. But I won't be happy long term being there at 40, 50, never to England. When I can
What
be in
about
Zimbabwe.
3-figure, 4-figure
It doesn't
salary?
matter. It got taxed off. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So for me, because I'm happy when I'm here.
Yeah.
And if I can build this country, this continent entirely with people like you, all of us.
Yeah.
And I'm happy. Don't underestimate happiness. Because
That's number three.
Yeah, so for the same pay, even less, right? As long as I can build it. Because I can multiply it 100 times. They don't know how much time. No scarf, that's it.
And that's it,
right? That's it. And you were saying, come at 8 o'clock, leave at 5. And that's the structure. You can't be an entrepreneur inside a large organization.
Yeah.
A little bit, but not that flexible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would come. Definitely.
When you leave your country and go into the next country, you've met new people, more acquaintances than real friends,
Right.
mainly. And that connection that you have with new people is very different. Your family is still here. Most of the people. So there are moments that you actually have to put a value on.
Right?
How
It's
much-
not to teach everybody. I don't know your friends.
And what's the value you put on that? And that's
Yeah,
also a
yeah.
cost of going.
Yeah.
And you still need to send money back because like a lot of Zimbabweans actually still need to
Supporting people,
supporting
yeah.
them. Yeah. So factoring, and it's not cheap to stay in this country. Most countries are not cheap. You get taxed 40, 50, 30 to 50%, depending on how much you're earning. You still need to feed people at home. You still need to pay your rent there. You
Yeah.
still need. So it's not easy, even being out there.
Yeah.
But it's
I always ask myself, like, if getting a formal job out there was easy, how many of us would still be here?
Yeah.
So I mean, right now there's so many there's so many
It's a very
barriers
good
to it. So
question.
maybe I tell myself, to apply for a job in South Africa, even I have to have the offer already.
This
I have to
and
have
that.
all of that.
Yeah.
If it's mainly about money, if you have an option, like this is this question goes out to the people with options. If it's mainly about money, would you go to a country with a war to get into formal employment in that country for as much money as possible? Stay and be an entrepreneur in Zim,
Yeah.
or go to a war zone.
I'm going to war zone.
Which one do you think is better? Formal?
Yeah, what would you do? Are you going to go to
to
war or are you going to stay
Oh,
here?
personally,
Yeah.
my plan A is to be an entrepreneur
Yeah.
in Zimbabwe. My plan B is to make sure plan A works.
Like,
Zim is one of the toughest places to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
There's literally no money circulating. As I mentioned before, financial institutions, they will come. Only after you've proven that you've got 5 years of business, of profitable business behind your back, you're like, guys, like, hey, oh really? That's when you're gonna come? When I don't need you, that's when you're gonna come.
Pretty much.
So, one thing that I've seen through the seasons, ever since I got back in Zim, is there's always that one time whereby there's a little gap that just opens. And you're
Yes,
like, I know this person. And hey, Sha, how far? It works. Like you make $5-10, you put it in the pocket, you keep doing it. But the more you're honest, the more you keep on your grind. Gaps start opening, bigger gap. It's initially $5, but that $5, next time the same guy comes back and make it $10.
Yeah.
Next day it's $100, and it keeps growing like that. It's not going to happen overnight, and that's an entrepreneur in the whole world.
True.
Nothing is easy.
You see me rolling through the avenues. Keep me rocking through these avenues. You see me grinding through these avenues. Check it, yo, let's go.